Hello and welcome to Track by Track Reviews. My name is Rory Sullivan, and we've got music today. Oh my god. Luckily, we've got some music here today from the band Lower Dens and their debut album Twin Hand Movement out on Gnomonsong. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. Gnomonsong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But yeah, it's their first album led by Jana Hunter, who you may know she's collaborated with Coco Rosie and Phosphorescent, and she also leads some other bands. But honestly, I didn't know who she was until this band. And either way, I'm lucky I found out about her because this is a great album. For the most part, there's this calm, sort of woodsy type of feel, but there's also this sort of shoegazy type of style added in there also, with these very reverby guitars, some high energy every once in a while, and with that, just a lot of beauty. And yeah, the album is 11 songs long, so let's go track by track and check it out. And we're going to squeeze some music in here, so I'm going to try to go a little faster. Alright, we start off the album with the song Blue and Silver, and the constant pound of the bass drum and guitar fuzz immediately grabbed my attention, but it wasn't until about 50 seconds in that I realized just how good this song was, with the vocal hook of Ooze. Just really, really sucks you in, and it's just an addictive song. It's really beautiful too. And in between verses, the bass really takes charge and drives this song. It's a great opener. The next song in the album, Tea Lights, is one of the first songs I heard, maybe the first. Can't really remember. But this is the song that got me excited and interested to hear this album. The second that bass comes in, you just fall in love with this song. And then the vocals come in, and the guitar comes in and mimics what the chorus will be later in the song. The chorus is really, really addictive, and I think they realize that because they sing the chorus several times throughout the song, more than just 2 or 3 times, I think. At first, I thought they were saying, "Dude, that's insane," but I think they're saying "Tea lights in sand." I'm really not sure. That's one of the things about this album is the lyrics are hard to pick out. I can't find any sites that have the lyrics or anything, and the copy of my CD didn't have any lyrics that I got off the website. And the adding of the second singer during the chorus really adds a lot, and this is one of my favorite songs on the album. The next song on the album is called A Dog's Dick, and I'm not really sure what the deal is with the title. I can't really make out all the lyrics, but I'm going to assume that it's not literally about a dog's dick. I do hear her sing that, but I don't know. Kind of an awkward title. There's another awkward title later in the album that we'll get into, but once again, the bass is what drives this song. This song is good, and the bass is actually almost kind of like punk rock bass. And I love how they can take that added with the title of A Dog's Dick and make this song pretty, even with a less than pretty title. The next song, Holy Water, has a pretty simple formula, and that is the bass and drums are the constants, and the guitar is left to explore from what the bass and drums have laid out for them. And it's a nice little instrumental track. I like it. This really isn't a song that I'm going to pull aside and single out and listen to by itself, but on the album it fits, and it's a nice transitional track into the next song, which is I Get Nervous, and this song is easily a highlight from the album. Possibly, in fact, no, I'm going to say that definitely it is the most beautiful song on the album. The layers and layers and layers of reverb guitar fuzz just hypnotize you, and then comes in the voice of Jana Hunter, and it's almost like camouflaged with that fuzz in the background, but it sounds gorgeous. And the beauty of this song is fully realized when she sings, "You Think You Love Me, Don't You?" It's just a beautiful song, and it's a song that maybe I could imagine on like some romantic indie flick or something. Definitely, if you go and only download one song from this album, download I Get Nervous. next track, Completely Golden, while maybe overshadowed by the last song, still provides some memorable melodies. The guitar has some nice moments, and the bass seems to be leading the song once again. The vocal melody and overall mood of this song is much cheerier than the last song, and while it's nowhere near as good as I Get Nervous, it's a good song, and I think it provides a nice change of pace. The next song, Plastic and Powder, is easily my least favorite song on the album. It's 6.5 minutes of pretty much the exact same thing, and the melodies and all that aren't that interesting to begin with, so why they centered a 6.5 minute song around those things is sort of a mystery to me, but it's not that it doesn't fit on the album. It definitely fits the mood and everything, but it's just a boring song, and it's drawn out and it's monotonous, and I kind of wish they'd left it off. The next song, Rosie, for a bit sounded like it might do the same thing that Plastic and Powder did, but then out of nowhere, the guitars, bass, and drums just explode, and this is probably the most shoegazy moment on the album. Lot of high energy here, and once again changing that pace from the last song that was just kind of boring to this song now that's very exciting. This just caught me so off guard, and to top it off, the little groove they go into is really cool. And this is one of my favorites on the album, so let's hear a little bit of it. The next song, Trust Me, changes the pace once again. We just heard that high energy Rosie, and now it goes straight into what I'm going to call ultimate chill mode. And this song is really slow like Plastic and Powder, but not as samey, and a lot prettier. There's a lot more emotion in it, and I think the biggest thing about it is it's not 6.5 minutes long. When I hear this song, I just want to head down to the beach and chill on a hammock. It's just so chill. And speaking of chill, the next time you're out, you might want to reach for an ice-cold Gatorade. The next song in the album is called Hospice Gates, and judging by the title, I thought this was going to be a really depressing and sad song, but given the title, it's actually pretty upbeat. The drums and the guitar at the beginning really grab your attention, and then in come the vocals of Jana Hunter. And what I like about this song is she really gets into the vocals. She puts a lot of emotion into it, and I like it a lot. That's definitely the best part of this song. And while I can't say this song is a highlight on the album, it's pretty damn close. Well, I told you we'd get to another awkward song title, and that leads us to the closing track called Two Cocks. I hope they're talking about chickens, but somehow I don't think that's the case. I was once again skeptical when I read the title of this song, but I have to say it's one of the poppiest and catchiest songs on the album. The drums really drive it, and the vocal melodies really make you want to come back to this song. It's a good song, and despite the title, a good note for the album to go out on. So overall, this album was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I expected to like it, but not as much as I did. The flow is exceptional. Each song goes together and is connected, and yet there's these little changes each song to song. Like I said, from Plastic and Powder to Rosie to Trust Me, there's several different moods in all those songs, and that can be said of the entire album. So despite a couple awkward titles, the soft textures of the guitars and vocals mixed with the raw sounds of the bass and drums make for a really cool listen, and this is just a really good album. And I have to say, while this isn't like a song album where, I could pull this song aside, I could pull this song aside, I could pull this song aside, and they could all be singles, it's more, this is just a full album. It's all in one, and that's kind of what I like about it, actually. It's nice to just sit down and listen to the entire thing in one sitting. It's really nice to do that with an album, and I think that's what makes a good album. I really like this album, and I gave it an 8 out of 10. And if you liked the sample clips you heard, then go on their website and download it like I did, or go out to the record store and buy it. do whatever, but definitely check out this album, and you can probably find their stuff on YouTube. There's some free downloads on Naman Song's website, so go check it out. And once again, that's Lower Dens with the twin hand movement. Actually, take out the, it's just twin hand movement, from Naman Song Records, and I'm Rory Sullivan from Track by Track Reviews. See you next week.